All right. So this is going to be my first Riven video with commentary. Because I mean, mostly because I just now got the the mic and everything set up. But okay, so essentially, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be trying to, and from what I have been reading, it's a lot harder to do on the PlayStation 1 version. But I'm going to be trying to access some Easter eggs that are in the game that are basically the only way you can really access them is you have to click certain parts of the screen at certain times in the game, like just like random kind of areas that don't really, not things that like any other thing in this game where if you click something it does something. If it, these you just click it, and in the Mac and PC version it's the cursor is supposed to disappear whenever you click it, so it kind of gives the player a hint like, oh, this did something, But in the PlayStation 1 version that doesn't happen. And there's one in particular that is very difficult to see, so it's kind of requires some, I don't know, the resolution isn't as great, of course, on the PlayStation 1 version, so it's like there's one little hidden writing kind of thing that you have to click exactly in the right spot. So I'm going to hope for the best on that one, so we will see. Probably save before that. But so essentially why I'm having to start the game over is because there is one of these spots that I have to click is in the MOIETY age in Tay, I think is the name of or I can't remember if that's the name of the person or if that's the name of the place you're in. But basically when you get like caught and then put in the room and they give you the journals and everything, you have to click the bowl in that room. So that's one of the places. And I tried to revisit that spot in the game and it wasn't really letting me get to, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't going to the right spot, but I felt like I was going to the spot I had been before to get there and it wasn't letting me go into that room. So I'm just going to restart. And I mean, all games like this are, once you have the puzzle kind of figured out, it doesn't take hardly as long as like actually figuring it out. So, but I'm going to let this opening play because I love this opening.
Thank God you've returned. I need your
holds
help.
Up the book and everything. I don't know. I just like, maybe it's nostalgia talking. Maybe, I don't know. But
there's a great deal of history that you should know. But I'm afraid that I must continue my writing. Here. Most of what you'll need to know is in there. Keep it well hidden. For all reasons you'll discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But I can give you this. It appears to be a linking book. Back here to Dunny.
Okay, so I just listened back to the stream. I'm still figuring this stuff out, so forgive me if... And basically what's been going on is I've been having issues with it. Like the mic will be working fine and the audio sounds fine and everything when I start, but like as the stream goes, like towards the middle, and especially at the end it's like all cut out, but towards the middle it starts to kind of get grainy and kind of cut out sometimes. So I don't know what that is. It might be a chord issue. I'm not really sure. We're gonna figure it out.
There's also a chance, if this all goes well, that I might be able to get you back to the place that you came from.
Like this, it gives me chills every time I see this opening because it reminds me of my childhood and playing. And that's the thing, I'm thinking back, it's like I watched my dad play Myst as a kid. I mean, it was one of the top selling games at that time, so it was surprising because my dad is still a graphic designer, but he was kind of like back then, I guess, and like had so I have the luxury of like I always had Mac in my house, so it's like I even from back then, so I watched him play it, and I would, every time I would try and play Myst, I would always feel like I was just stuck immediately and I didn't know where to go. But this game Riven, I feel like it's a lot harder than Myst, because like the puzzles are just more difficult and more expansive and more everything like that. but it's like the world is more open, so it feels like it almost gives the player like a sense of like just the fact that you're exploring and stuff. It makes it feel like you're advancing in some way, even though you're really not. So, I mean, you can get to the first 3 discs pretty easily. So, I mean, I don't know. It's like I feel like as a kid, I probably didn't really get anywhere in the game, but I just had fun exploring the world and just like getting kind of immersed in everything. But I do remember, I feel like I did get somewhere because there's a spot when you're after you get in the elevator thing and pull the lever and like close the bottom of the trapeze and everything like that. There's this point when you're heading back towards the village that you will see this little girl that like is on the screen and then runs off. And I remember seeing that as a child, and I was not a person that really liked horror movies or anything like that when as a kid, but I remember seeing that and it freaked me out. Like I'm fairly certain that when the second I saw it, like I just closed the game and like ran out of the room, that kind of thing. It scared the shit out of me as a kid. And it did, and honestly, it almost did the same thing that when it happened, because I was expecting it, as like I remembered that I had that memory and everything like that, and I was expecting it, sort of. I didn't know exactly when in the game it happened, but when it did happen, it oh my god. Like I said, this game brings back a lot of nostalgic feelings for me, especially this opening. Because it's like, I mean, it's been said to death online, but it's like, it's someone who played Myst first, and then playing this game. Just the fact that there were people that would just kind of pop in and out and just kind of be in the environment. Is really like, I mean, there can't be enough said for the fact it was like nothing that had come before it. As far as what I had played, I mean, that's probably an untrue statement as far as like there's probably some other obscure game that I haven't played. But anyway, we're just gonna work our way. I don't really need the rotating room yet. I don't even know if I'm going to need it at all for this, but I could do it. It took me forever to realize that this room with I'll open it real quick just to kind of show you that chair and stuff, it's not really a part, like it seems like it's part of a puzzle, but it's really not. It's just kind of, it's weird kind of story stuff, because there's that part when you come in the room, it's like later in the game when you come in the room and you see Gen's face on it, it's like Wizard of Oz style, like projecting on this little thing that's in this room I'm about to be in. So I don't know, it's like, it's just more of an immersive kind of aspect, but I remember even as a kid, even this playthrough that I just, did, it seems like it took me forever to just like accept that it's like it wasn't there, that had no use in the game as far as like a puzzle. So, oh yeah, this is the part that displays his head on there for a little bit. It's an interesting little, that's another thing about this game that, oh yeah, I forgot, I have to open this door. See, I'm gonna be doing a lot of this, I feel like, just because I'm so used to the last couple of videos I posted where I basically had everything unlocked for the most part. I was just trying to figure out a few codes. And I was just kind of free roaming throughout the entire game. So I mean, this is gonna be interesting to have to re-unlock certain things. I'm gonna try and remember to do it as I'm going, but hope it doesn't require too much backtracking. See, I feel like I have a weird memory of like there being something that like emerged from the door whenever you opened it. But that's the thing, it's like I'm conflating that with probably a different game that I played as a kid. Like, this is probably the only puzzle I solved as a child, was opening that door. see. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say that was a time before walkthroughs. It was more like back then. It was more about cheat codes for me. For like I remember like especially PlayStation 1 era, like Cheat Code Central, Cheat CC or whatever. It's probably still a website, but that was like, you know, a spot I was at a lot just to get the Easter eggs and all the little things that you would have missed otherwise. But as far as like looking up an entire walkthrough of a game, I don't remember ever doing that. I remember there being like walkthroughs that they printed and like sold. Okay, so over here, this is, see, I'm gonna have to look at an actual picture. It's somewhere in this area. It's a signature of the, or it's like the initials of one of the developers or coders or something like that. I can't remember what it is. Because it's not even visible, you can't even see it. And the thing about it is you have to click these things once. You can't just like click around because it'll totally reset. Anyway, so we'll see. That'll be that bridge when we cross. No pun intended. I always love this part of the game too. Whenever because I guess you can't really walk away necessarily, but I feel like some players' instinct would be like, oh, this button doesn't do anything, which this playthrough I just did. It's like I know pressing this blue button, of course, brings the tram. But for some reason, I just had to disconnect. There's so many buttons and levers and stuff in this game that I made that. I didn't realize that those were what those buttons do, so I just was walking around the rest of the ages or world, or, you know, parts of the island, thinking like, these buttons are going to do something eventually. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. So it took me forever to get to the 4th island, because I didn't realize all I had to do was just call the tram in his office. I really do feel like I played most of this game this time through. Not backwards. Like in the wrong order for sure. But I definitely had some stuff unlocked way before I should have. And other things that were just like sitting there just like so second island. Oh yeah, one thing I remember it. This is one thing I found, and it's not like an Easter egg because sometimes those little balls things that rotate. Okay, it's a frog. Duh, of course. Like, how did I not see that? When I was doing this playthrough, I kept looking. I remember even going to this area and like looking around and seeing if I could see any shapes that gave me clues. But and the eye is right where the eye is. Jesus, it's like couldn't be more of a clue. But I got it by the sound, because I remember catching him in the trap and the weird sound they made. That's the thing about this game that I love, is all the sound effect and like Foley work even, and like all the different stuff is just like very, I don't know, just evocative of just like this game. Like I can't, like there's one sound in particular that I would say is the exception to that, and it's like whenever you get to Gen's like laboratory thing in the whatever age, and you press like the little thing that turns the books on, and there's like this kind of a sound effect that is like, I've heard that in a million things. That's the only sound effect I can think of in this game that is like not just like this game. You know what I'm saying? Like it just all feels like it's completely its own experience. So. Love the birds too. Every once in a while you'll just hit a screen that has some birds. Okay, so I'm really just trying to get to the third disc, because I need to unlock his laboratory in the island, the fourth island. Because once I get to that point, I feel like I can... I'm going to have to backtrack and get the sub ready, but I can do that in a second. Actually, while I'm over here, I need to go up in that room. See, this thing on the right, I feel like I kept thinking that was like an outline of a person or something like that, or like the outline of something that was a clue, but I feel like I'd explored this area a little bit too much this playthrough, just thinking that there were like visual clues that there just like didn't exist, you know? Oh yeah, I have to turn around and I feel like some of this stuff I figured out as a kid. Like if I would have had the PlayStation 1 version as a kid, I would not have. But it's because it gives you some, because like you see this thing over here is like up, but this one is down, and it's a lot more, you know, you can see it a lot better on the computer version. On the PlayStation version, not so much. Sometimes these loading screens can be really... Not loading screens, wait, where am I? No, took a wrong turn. It's just very hard to see some of this stuff. I'm hoping that... So I got Mist Exile on... I mean, I don't really have a computer that's fit for gaming necessarily. Where am I supposed to be going? Is it right over here? I know it's up here. Oh, is this it right here? Okay. No, what? It's like I'm having trouble just like even seeing what's on the screen. There's an entrance to his little throne thing somewhere around here, right? He has like 5 different thrones in this game. It has to be somewhere. No, is it around this corner? Because I keep... No, because this is the... Oh boy. Am I in the wrong part of the game? I knew... No, it's definitely up here. I remember discovering this and like not knowing what to do with the globes yet, or the domes, but I definitely did something up here. Like I felt like it wasn't like a wasted trip, like I had unlocked something. Man, am I just really just missing something? Is it? Oh, oh, I remember now. You continue going up this way. I just hadn't gone far enough. That's right. Because it's in its own little hut. Okay, that's right. I remember now. Oh yeah, those things are weird. Those aren't necessarily explained. I mean, it's obvious. It's kind of obvious what it is. I mean, there's someone alerting. But it's like there's no one ever like descending on, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just alerting of someone, a visitor, I guess. But like no one is. Maybe it's just alerting other people to stay away. But anyway, I'm hoping on, because I got Myst 3 on Xbox original. Oh wait, no, it's this one first. I'm hoping that a little bit better. From what I remember, it's actually one where you can look around like 360. I could be wrong about that. I don't feel like I got really that far into Myst 3. But I remember it being a little bit easier. Like I feeling like I could have achieved, like could have got through it, but I just, for whatever reason, I lost interest in it. Okay, oh yeah. Might as well while I'm on this too. I have the submarine stuff mapped out, so that shouldn't be like me going in circles or anything like that. Alright, I never actually tested if you can go down this elevator. I know I can't right now. But once you unlock like the down, like further down, you know, a floor further down than this one. There's that button for summoning to the fourth island. Or to the fourth island. Oh, is this the screen? I think it's the screen with the little girl. I think it's about to happen. Yep. Oh boy. I might have actually pissed my pants when I was a child watching that. Like I said, it was just of the time, you know, it was kind of groundbreaking visual stuff that would just kind of... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go down here. And here's one thing I never figured out. What is this thing? Like this little window out into the ocean. What is it for? Because it seems like nothing. It's not the shape of anything that I can discern, you know, I don't know. There's a few little moments in this game that I feel like, not that they're like mysteries that still haven't been solved or anything like that, but I feel like they're things that I still look at, and there's not really a way to Google like shape in, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. Oh yeah, this is the part with the, it's like almost impossible to really see what's going on the PlayStation version, but you can see on the Mac version or the PC version that it's like someone running down to get their kid or something, or someone that's down on the dock. Oh yeah, speaking of which, up here, this is something that I'm still like, okay, like this altar thing, I don't get it. What's it for? And then this thing right here, I don't really understand. I mean, I get like that every little thing doesn't have to mean something, but still. I mean, I'm sure it does in some, you could get, you know. Before you got there, maybe, and then like all ran inside, and maybe that's what that, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. It seems like someone just like left something there to cook like for a long period of time. I'm trying to think. I don't necessarily need to, wait, no, I need to go down. How do I go down? Okay, I see what I did. I don't think I need to necessarily, because one of the Easter egg, not the Easter egg locations, but the spots you have to click is, involves a submarine. So I think I'm gonna, and that's like later on, so I think I'm gonna wait to really mess with the submarine right now. But I just wanted to unlock all that stuff so I wasn't, you know, walking in circles later. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do over here on disc 2. That little tiny opening down there, I've always felt like that was something too. This right here. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to strike a balance between, like, I'm not just trying to talk the entire time and narrate everything I'm doing, but I want there to be some commentary on this video, I guess, just to, so it doesn't just seem like I'm just walking in circles and doing everything without, you know, reason. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go to disc 3. I'll go ahead and get that ready. And this is another part that I felt like I never, especially even as a kid, like I felt like this always like had, you know, some purpose, but I guess it's just kind of like the chair thing. It's just to kind of illustrate, like, since this was his island that he like made books on, I guess that was like the wood chipper to make the paper, like the wood for the, you know, to grind the wood down for the paper to whatever, you know, that whole thing. So it's just little bits of story, I guess, kind of ingrained, and it's kind of like almost like a, what's the word, like a, it's like a mislead, I guess. All right, so this one needs to be set in the middle. And I feel like this view is very misleading because I feel like the way it's kind of set up, like this one seems like it's the middle one going, because it's like this seems like it's going over to, but maybe that's intentional. And this part is, wait, did I go? I think I went on the wrong side. Oh no, okay. This part I'm going to try and remember as best I can. Because I feel like when I played it through this time, I might have just like kind of brute force, just pushed enough things to make it do what I needed to. But I'm trying to remember the order of stuff here. To turn I should just look up a walkthrough and do this so I can do it quick, but wait, is this on, which side is that on? No, okay, I'm on the right side, I think. Wait, no, I think it's this one next. I want to say you only hit these switches once each, and that's the way to unlock it. But it's just about the order you do it. And then I think you empty it. Wait a second, no. I'm doing this wrong. I feel like keep that, because that's what happens. You do that last. You do that until the very last. And I think you hit this again to power it to yeah, because that, okay. right, testing. I'm going to test this audio one more time. I unplugged it for like 5 minutes. Trying to test this mic. And also, I'm trying to figure out where the sub is. Again, this is... I feel like this Easter egg thing is almost pointless on... I'm hearing something now. Sorry, bear with me, y'all. Okay, there's a little bit of noise, which I'm not really sure why, but I'm looking for the sub. The sub is supposed to be over here somewhere. And it's one of those things where it's almost like an Easter egg in itself, the fact that what I was reading on the walkthroughs and stuff, that the sub like appears where it's not supposed to. Like it appears back. Like this area right here is where it is from. Like you dropped it down to right there. But it was saying something about that the sub, maybe it's something, maybe it just has to do with the order you do things. Because this is the third little, thing you press. I had to open this stuff so I could get to the second one. Okay, how do I get the hell out of here? Alright, so the mic seems to be working now. I don't know what made it stop working. It's getting very frustrating having to troubleshoot all this stuff because things will be... It's like if there's 5 things that are supposed to be working at once, it's like 4 of them will be working fine and then 1 won't. And then it's like they just... Like my headphones still aren't working. Let me listen to at least my voice. I know I can't listen to the game audio at the same time. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought I was at the start. Okay. So let me think of the way we were facing. It came from the controls. Came down there. And then, okay, I see what we did. I think we just continue going. this not the start though? I'm confused. I thought the start went both ways. I don't know. Should have paid more attention to this way. And this is the, yeah. I'm like 90% sure I'm going the right direction. Sounds before. I guess it's supposed to be like the ladder attaching to the sub, maybe, or I don't know what that is. I think it's supposed to be like a clue that you're at a spot that has a ladder, I want to say. Or maybe it does it every time. I'm definitely not at the tower. Or am I? No, I'm not. Okay. Where am I then? Am I right back where I was? Yeah, I'm right back at the controls. Okay. So I basically just backtracked to where I was. Okay, so I know what I'm doing now. I've oriented myself. Turn around. And then go up one. And then turn around again. And go to the left. I guess what makes it hard is like the amount of time that it takes for you to get in the sub, to turn it around, to do all that stuff, and it gives you time to kind of forget where you're looking at a map at the same time and kind of paying attention, and I guess that's a giveaway right there, like those little bars are the tower thing. Cut it down a decibel, so that should be better. Because I feel like the last time that it glitched out and my audio, my mic stopped was because of the when I hit one of the buttons on that boiler thing. All right, so we're at the trapeze. Okay. I'm gonna unlock this. This is always. I'm gonna look at this one more time because it's always a creepy image to me. I feel like I must have, as a kid, gotten up here because I do remember this too. You just being kind of like, what's going on, and then your eyes kind of put it together that, oh, you're just kind of looking at someone that's just sitting in a jail cell. Because it really lingers. It like, I don't know why it won't let me. Okay, there we go. I'm kind of putting it more together that like some of the stuff like that, like the little weird little things are like hints. It's like the fact that this person is gone now means that there's clearly a secret passage in this, which begs the question, why was this person in the cell to begin with if they had a way out? We're heading towards the second point. And this one is in the MOIETY age. I think Tay is the name of the place. So I remember this took me forever to figure out too, this little hallway, because it's really dark on your way back. So there's going to be it might take just a second. Especially on the PlayStation, it's like you're just hunting for something that doesn't actually exist. Like you can't see it. Or does it? You have to go to the next screen? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. I see. So right there. I can barely see anything on the screen, so I just have to see where when my hand kind of turns into the... Oh boy. Oh, there it is. I was in the right spot to begin with, okay. Wait a second. That's right, it's on the next... Oh, I saw it. There we go. Is it right here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we're heading down to one of the big puzzles in the game. I think I still have this written down. I might have to look. Because there was a bit of guessing that I did on my part to actually solve it. Which I'm not proud to admit. That I didn't actually... I looked it up later, and the whole fish thing is kind of, I don't know, one of the more ridiculous things that is in this game as far as clues go. But I might even remember the order. Let's see. Here we go, I found it. Okay, so it's fish, beetle, frog, and then that thing on the rock, and then the... okay. Remember the fish was like... It's not that one, there's another part about the... Here it is, right here. PlayStation 1 version is like... You can't make out what's going on these slabs from far away, but on the... I feel like I remember on the computer you can. Okay, we got a beetle next, which I'm trying to remember. That's the frog right there. Oh boy. like a bigger one that's like shaped. Is that it? No. Is this it? No. This has to be it. No, that's the 5th one. Oh man, this is the 4th one right here. It's like I'm seeing all the other ones, but I'm not seeing this beetle. Is this, no, this isn't it, because that's like a, looks like a bug, but it's like not the right bug. Okay, this has to be it. No, Jesus, okay. No, okay, that's it. No, that's the one I... Oh my god. This is maddening. Because not only is it difficult to... There we go. Okay, finally found it. But not only is it difficult to see far away, but once you click on a... Like, once you're on a screen and you click one and then back up, it's like the screen is different at that point. So here's a frog. That's not a frog. The frog looks like that, kind of from far away. Oh boy. That's a frog. See, like that looks almost, I mean, I don't know. That looks exactly like what I clicked on to me from far away. Okay, and then the thing that was on the rock, which is right here, looks like a platypus or something like that. And then we got that other thing, which I feel like I just guessed because it was the shape of something that I drew in my notebook. It was the thing. It looks almost like a piranha, but I think it's that thing that's like under. It's the. I feel like it has a name. I can't remember now. Come on. This is maddening. Is this it? No. That's it. No. That's it? No, it's like an alligator. Okay, this has to be it. Okay. What frustrates me is because I think like, okay, this has to be it, and it's something I've already clicked on that isn't it. These are all things that I've clicked on that look like, oh my god. This has to be it. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Because it looks more like a fish from far away. It's like a lot thinner. Alright, so I'm fairly certain. Okay, yes, I did everything right. That was harder than it needed to be. And just because of the graphics, it's really making it difficult. I mean, the puzzle itself is very difficult. It's sprawled throughout the entire game. But solving the puzzle once you have all the pieces you need is just that part itself is difficult because of the graphics. This is the one, it's like looking back and even playing it this time around. The one disappointing part about the game is this thing right here. This tree, whatever this thing is. I think it's like a source of power of some sort. It's like steam coming out of the top of it. But like this is just like all it is in the game. It's just like it's something you look at, and it's like the cover of the game. It's like a very evocative image of, you know, the game, but it's like not something you interact with at all. It's kind of odd that they did that. Like, I know the graphics don't look great on PlayStation 1, of course, but it's like it just looks so cool, this object, whatever it is. But the whole reason I'm had to restart the game was for this little thing right here. I don't know any other way to be brought back to this room. Just a lot of silence, a lot of blackness. Can we get going? Okay. Alright, so this bowl right here is the bowl. I'm gonna click it once. Alright, you ready? Click. Alright, that was that. Just have to trust the game that it will. Okay. I can't remember what I have to do. I have to like do some stuff in this room to trigger. Yeah, that's right. I have to look out this window. Okay. Oh, forgot that this is like a few different cutscenes kind of put into one. Someone should be coming through this door. There we go.
Katarina e now da saya palo. Yapa ay manay yalepo. Bekaretere wirape yelo kene falapo. Tisai. Why te falupe?
Alright, so I think I have to flip through these books at least. Oh, can't click that bowl again. If I click the bowl again, then everything's over. Okay, all I had to do was get the, I guess.
Usirapo.
Okay.
Ibuko mo
I feel
buko
like the first time I
usipo.
played the game, or not the first time.
Na
The
vene.
first time I played this.
Tapo mo revene beno.
I pressed pause and looked through everything, and then she came.
Now Katarina ne.
But this time it just like happened.
Usifa polo ya sepe yai.
Alright, seems like my... Oh, can't click that bowl. If I click the bowl... Oh boy. Oh shit, I meant to... Oh no. Because I was gonna... Oh man. That makes me mad. I should have saved before I entered. Because I was going to... Because there is one ending that you can actually get if you enter that trap book, like before you end up going back to... Oh man. Maybe you can do it... I'll have to just... Whatever. There's an ending you can get if you... Oh, that's not... I didn't put the disc in. 1 second. But there's an ending you can get where if you go inside the trap book whenever you're in the moiety age, which maybe that's something you can... Or no, it's something to do with doing it like before she gives you the book to leave or something like that. Like if you... I don't know. Which is why I was saying it's like you would have to press pause before. I don't know. What we're going to do at this point is I'm going to make a save file for this moment, just in case I want to come back and try that in a little bit. There's a bunch of different endings you can get by looking or like touching the trap book in different parts of the game, you know. And I was going to try and get through some of those. There's one in particular that I do have a, I mean, if nothing else, if this Easter egg thing doesn't work out, which I mean, that would be really unfortunate if it didn't, going through all this trouble, but, oh wait, am I going backwards? No, I'm going the right way. Okay. So now I have to go back to the control look out of that window that I was looking out of before, and I have to find where the sub is, and I have to click on that. Which I remember reading, it's like in a spot that it shouldn't be. Like the sub is in, because the sub is theoretically supposed to be the sub to the location, but like you can click on the sub. I think over by where you lower it, like it's over there for some reason, like almost like it's a. I don't know. There has to be a way to get down here, back to the. Right. Because I have to get the sub, right? Just furiously clicking. Oh, is this the... No, how do you get back down there? I feel like this is something I read about too, that a lot of people are like... are convinced that there's no way to get back down the trapeze. I mean, I need the sub, and that's where the sub is at. 'Cause that's where I took it. But I mean, this is where I go lower the ladder thing. The sub should be down underneath the trapeze, but the only way to get to the trapeze is the sub. Oh boy. Alright, well this is gonna be very frustrating if this is... If I get stuck on this. Because what I'm reading, you have to... Oh wait, no. Is that it? Is that the... Do I have to click on like that thing right there? I don't know, man. Because you have to do these in these 5 things. You have to click them in the order that... In a very specific order. And if it makes you get up the trapeze, and then the very next one you have to click on is something that requires you get back down the trapeze, how does that even work? Okay, it's up here. Is that what... Why is it... Man, come on. It's like, see the... Oh man, this is frustrating. So it leads you to believe it's like that. See, on these screens there's no... But this leads you to believe that you can look up, but you can't. Okay. See, I had to look at a forum post. I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know. It's saying to go back down to the where you control the trapeze. But that doesn't control anything to do with the sub. I don't understand why that would... I'm gonna read this again just to make sure, but someone said something about going back to the statue thing, or the idol thing, and going back and doing messing with the controls again, but I don't know, that would just open or close the trapeze thing, so I don't know why that would... Oh, maybe... But no, if it were... Oh, wait, no, but no. No, why would that have anything to do with the sub? I'm so confused right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna look back at this thing. Alright, sorry about that. Well, crisis averted somewhat. I guess it's like a plot hole kind of thing. I guess after it... Because I just have to check all the spots where the sub would be. Or maybe I go back to... since I'm already all the way over here, I'm gonna go back to where you first get in the sub. Check there. But I guess after you get up the trapeze thing, or the gallows, whatever it's called, the sub just kind of magically appears. in another spot. So I'm going to check. I mean, this is a long walk, but I'm going to go ahead and check this spot first. Because it's where you first get the sub anyway. But I guess the sub just kind of transports itself back to the beginning, maybe. Okie doke. Excuse me. Better be down here. That's all I'm saying. Forgot how long of a walk this is to get to. Oh, God damn it. Okay, well, where is it then? Maybe we'll check the dock next. I'm guessing it's over there on the dock. Very frustrating. Or maybe is it where you lowered it? I don't know. I guess we'll check all places. I don't mean to get angry. It's just, it doesn't follow, this part of the game doesn't really follow logic, and the game is about logic, so. Which I know, I mean, it's not, there's nothing perfect, so I get it. But it just, as far as like puzzles involving going up and down things, you would think that they would have thought this out. Someone wanting to use a submarine again. Because like, for instance, I mean, you could make an argument that you learn the numbers system in the school thing with the little game, the hangman, or not, it's the old sacrifice game thing. So I mean, you can make an argument that if you get to the up the trapeze and like you're already to that point, but even then, no, because you could accidentally get up there and not know the numbers at all. But then, so it's like, how would you get back to the school to learn the numbers? You know, you get stuck if you got up the trapeze somehow and then didn't know. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
Yes.